lovely humans, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I wanted to give you guys a quick little overview of some items I picked up this year for Halloween, decor related, some pillows and things like that, because I've been working on getting this put together and I almost had it together and then I decided to nix the whole video. So I had put together about a 45-minute video and then just decided to scrap it and I deleted it. So let's go over really quick where I picked up some great items this year. So started it all off with At Home, because At Home is always the first store to put stuff out. I feel like the last at least 3 years this year and going back 3 years, At Home has been the store to go to. Back in June, they're always going to have at least something out, even if it's only just maybe an end cap and maybe one aisle, but they're still bringing the Halloween magic out first thing. So God bless you, At Home. I love you so much. But we got items from there, we got items from Homegoods, we got items from TJ Maxx and Joann Fabrics and Spirit Halloween, and I'm sure I'll probably think of others. I got some stuff from Amazon too, but nothing like major. I got a book, and it was my Cursed Objects book. You've already seen a video of that before, so I won't go into details about that again. Just to say, go buy Cursed Objects because it's amazing. So let's get into some decor that I picked up. So I'm going to start with the last thing I got. This was not put in my other video I was going to attempt to put together, but it is so adorable. I could not say no. I had told Rob I was done. No more Halloween decor for the year. And then he's like, Katie, you want to go to TJ Maxx? And I went, oh, God, yes, I do. Yes, I do. So we went to TJ Maxx, and this guy got put out late. I had not seen him at the store until this last trip. So let me show this guy to you. Oh my God, look at him. It's a dapper little Frankenstein creature. Oh my God. I love him. I love him. And I walked around the store and I held him like this as we walked around the store, and I had my mask on, and Rob thought I was crazy, and I don't care because look at him. Oh my God. He's got the bolts. He's got some sweet glasses on. He's got a dapper ass mustache. Look at that little bow tie. Oh my God. But he's such a nice size bust. And he's like almost, life size. I mean, I might got a fatter face than he does, but we're pretty much the same. So he was very well put together, very nicely constructed. Look at that hairdo. Oh my God. Get it, Frankie. So he was the last purchase, but how could I say no to that face? How could I say no to him? Oh my gosh, I couldn't. So I didn't, and Rob went, which is his, if you're gonna do it, do it. So I did it, and I love him. No regrets whatsoever. We're going on Frankenstein. I also picked up another Frankenstein over at Menards, and it is this cutie. You've already seen him, but I'm going to show you again anyway. Look how adorable. He also has glasses. There was a Frankenstein glasses fest this year, but I love his little ghost friend that he's got, and he does light up. So he kind of cycles through a couple different colors, red and yellow and green and blue. But he's just so sweet. So I've got him sitting up downstairs on one of my tables. Frank, my bust of Frankenstein's head, is also downstairs. But I kind of like put all my decorations out, and then I was like, oh, I should do a video and show people what I got. So I was like scrounging around trying to figure out where I put all my stuff. So let me get up. I'm going to have to get up a couple times probably and show you stuff I got. So also from Menards, I got this gal right here. So she's just a little wall hanging, and she lights up as well. So just very similar to the Frankenstein that I got. Her eyes and her mouth glows. So she's kind of creepy, but she's also kind of awesome. But I really liked her face design. And I had picked up those from Spirit Halloween. I'll show you those next. I got the vintage masks. So I want to show you those because they're hanging up on my wall just like my new witches. So let me show you those guys. Let me get them. So we started right out of the gate with Frank back in July, I think, is when I picked him up from Spirit the first time I went. So we got Frank, and then we got the Wolfman, and I picked up the Mummy, because the Mummy is probably my second favorite. I really like his design a lot. So I got those two. And then I also picked up, the last one I got was of the vampire. This guy. I almost didn't pick up the vampire. The first time I went and I got the Mummy and the Wolfman, I thought, well, that'll be a fine collection, just those three, because I didn't really see this one. But then on another trip to Spirit, he was there, so I had to get him. He's just so cool. So we got all four of the monster ones. I didn't pick up the other vintage style ones. I didn't pick up the pumpkin face guy or the cat, and I didn't get the devil either. I'm not a huge fan of devil stuff, so that wasn't on my list of wanting to hang up on my wall. So those were the four masks I picked up from Spirit, but I absolutely adore them. So let me put those back and I'll get the next thing to show you. So we're going to keep going with Spirit because we're already on that wavelength. So I picked up a couple Hocus Pocus items. So I picked up the Billy Butcherson tombstone, and I absolutely love him. He is made of a very solid, thick resin. So he's a decent size, and he's shelf size. So he sits on my bookshelf back here. You can see my little Anna of Green Gables doll right there. There. And so she sits kind of opposite him on the shelf. And I really like it. I don't know if you can read it. Focus on it, not me. So I think this is really neat and a nice piece to my collection I'm going to keep up all year round. The glorious thing about all this stuff is it stays up all year round. I don't put any of my Halloween stuff away if it's in my room. If it's down in my living room or the kitchen and things like that, then it gets put away, unfortunately. But this one I'm keeping out all year round. I absolutely love it. So also from Spirit Halloween, I picked up Sam. This lovely man right here. I'll put him the right way. So if you've not seen Trick or Treat, I so recommend you go check out that movie because it is so good. It's Trick or Treat. So Trick and then apostrophe R Treat. It came out in 2007, I think, 2007 or 2008. And it is just amazing. So it's kind of like an anthology where they have 5 stories kind of compiled into one. They talk about a husband and wife that go home after a party and they want to blow out the pumpkins and kind of get everything done with Halloween before the end of Halloween. And so you find out the first rule of Halloween is you don't blow out your pumpkins. You let them naturally die out. So we get introduced to Sam, and this is Sam's head. They turned it into a cushion or a pillow or whatever this is. He is a polyester shell and a polyester fill. He feels like those, I don't have any kids, but like those Smash or Smushmallow toys that they have out currently that are really, really squishy. And that's what Sam feels like. But he's so soft and I love him to pieces. I am such a sucker for Halloween pillows. So I definitely had to pick Sam up. But check out Trick or Treat if you've not seen it. I am still waiting. I picked up the Sam Funko through the Spirit pre-order, but I have yet to receive it. Story of my life with Spirit's pre-orders. So that was supposed to be released back in September. It's now September 6th. So we'll see if it shows up in March like the ones from last time. So I don't want to be a negative Nancy or anything, but Spirit just doesn't have their shit together with pre-orders. Anyway, so also from Spirit, I'm sorry, also from Spirit, I picked up a Ouija board little trinket box. So it is shaped like a planchette and it's absolutely adorable. I, of course, walked into the house, dropped it on my floor, and it broke as soon as I walked in. So a little piece of it broke off here on the inside. You can see that. I had to glue it. And I thought I was using clear glue, but apparently not. So on the outside, you can kind of see where it was broke, but not really. And it did glue together very solidly. So thank God for that, because I would have been so devastated if I bought this and then it was garbage. But I really like the lid of this box. It has a nice felt bottom, and it's got a glass insert. So you could actually use this as a planchette if you had a Ouija board and you wanted to use it. Personally, that's not my bag. I don't dive into Ouija stuff, but I'm fascinated by it, and I don't knock anybody that does like it. So, and I think it's beautiful. I think it's nice decor. My altar cloth is a Ouija design. You know, it's got the alphabet and the numbers and hello and goodbye and stuff on it. So I like the design. I'm not so much into the thinking that it's going to summon demons. I think that that's hooey, but everyone believes what they believe, and I am not here to judge anybody on their beliefs because I don't want anybody judging me on mine. So let's just all be happy and buy Halloween decor. So I bought this and I'm very happy with it. So another purchase from Spirit. Plus I picked up in store, I was going to pre-order the Billy Butcherson Funko as well, but like I said, I've had such a bad experience with Spirit and their pre-orders. 2 years in a row, I had the Sanderson sisters, their 3 separate characters came out. I'd ordered them in a 3-pack, and then they sent me an email saying that they'd run out of those. So then I had to reorder them in separate pieces, and then I got put on a back order, and I literally didn't receive the items. I was supposed to receive them first, I think it was like September. Then they moved it to end of October, then November, and then I heard nothing, and then they showed up in March the next year. So that was problem number 1. And then the next year they came out with a 3-pack of the Sanderson sisters. So they're all sitting around the cauldron. You've seen it in my Funko video that I have on my channel. And it was the same way. I was kind of hesitant, but I was like, I really want this, and I don't know if it's going to be kind of shown in mass to pick up. So I pre-ordered it. Same way. It didn't show up until I think end of November or December. So we'll see what happens with my Sam from Trick or Treat Funko. I'm really hoping for the best, Spirit. Like, I'm hoping you guys have got it together. But it was, like I said, it was supposed to be delivered in September, and I'm still waiting. So we'll see. But I did pick up Billy because he was in the store. I didn't think he was going to be in the store this year, but I went to one of our local Halloween stores, and there he was, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. So let me show you what he looks like. So he is this handsome guy right here. I don't know if you can see him very well with the lights, but kind of finagle him around so you can see. But his box was perfect. You know how your girl loves a good-looking box. So I absolutely snatched him up. I had one small thing in my hands going up to the register, and then I saw this and I was like, no, this is more important. So I put the other item down. I don't even remember what it was at this point, but put that down, picked Billy up, and I'm very, very happy about that. So I think that is it for Spirit Halloween this year. I didn't buy a whole, I bought quite a bit, but like I said, it's all decor that I will keep out all year round, and I am just thrilled with my purchases. So let's move on to Target. So Target, of course, took forever to come out with their items, but they did have their dollar spot items out. So I picked her up right out of the gate. Now I have the candy dish that is a pumpkin, and I have one that's a ghost, but I really love this witch this year. I love her purple hair. I love her sweet little face. I love her cute little hat. So, of course, I had to make her mine as well. So she has come home to live with me, and I'm very happy about it. So she also sits on my bookshelf back here. She kind of sits across from Billy's tombstone as well. So everyone's happy with that. And then I also picked up some tombstones. So I was like absolutely thrilled with their big lighted weighted tombstones that they created. So let me show you those two. So I picked up this guy initially, really loved him, wasn't feeling bad about picking him up, but I was kind of going, well, maybe I should still get the other one, because this guy, I don't know, he didn't seem as popular as the other ones, but I liked his Stay Scary. I liked the top of the tombstone because it looks very much like if I was going to a graveyard in New England, that would be the top of the graveyard. And of course he lights up. So I know you can't see it super well here in this lighted room, but yeah, he does light up, and he sits out on my front porch. So I brought him home. Absolutely loved him, but I was like, I kept thinking about this other one that had a pumpkin on the top, and I was like, that's such a cute, unique design. So I ended up going back and I picked up this guy too. So look at how cute he is. And he's very reminiscent to me of Halloween Town. So the big pumpkin that's in the center of the town square right in front of City Hall. I absolutely loved him. So he, of course, also lights up. But he's nice and a decent size. I think that these are about 16 inches tall. Something around there. They're over like you know, 1.5 feet tall. Light up, heavy duty, so that they can sit outside. They won't blow over, but they are they do need to be in a covered area outside. So you couldn't put them in, like if you had a cemetery set up in your house, you couldn't have them outside in the elements, because they won't do well with like rain and snow and stuff. So the way I have it set up is I only have a little stoop out in the front of my house. So at nighttime I go out, I turn them on, and I put them down on my steps. And then when we go to bed at night, I go out, I turn them off, and then I bring them up and put them underneath the awning to my front steps, so that they are covered if it rains overnight or whatever the case is. So I absolutely love them both. They are wonderful, welcome additions to my house. And Rob hasn't killed me yet, so thank God for that. So we got this guy, and I think that that was it for Target. Aside from, I also got one of those potions, brews, and elixirs, the little apothecary box. Let me show you that guy. So I already have items in it, obviously you can see, but it was just this nice little box. He was like $5 from Target, and I thought he was absolutely perfect for my area. So I've got my Big Lots haunted house sitting on top of him, and I think that it looks really nice sitting right there with my little witch there in the corner. So let me get you back over, and we will move on next to, I think we're gonna go back to At Home, because I've got some pillows to show you. So before we get into the pillows, I want to show you possibly my favorite item that I got this year. She is absolutely delightful, and I called her Wilhelmina, so I can call her Willie for short. And this is my my little hanging witch. So I have got her in my car. She stays in my she hangs right from, I have a secondary rear view mirror, so it doesn't work to check out the back of my car. On the outside, it works for my back seat. So it's not technically a rear view mirror, so I don't think I can get in trouble with the law for having something hanging from that mirror. So we've been driving around for a couple months and I haven't had any issues. So knock on wood, I guess we'll keep going until somebody tells me otherwise. But look at the details on her sweet little face. She looks beautiful. Her hair is absolutely lovely, that silvery gray color. Her dress, look at this dress she's got on. She is so fancy. So she's got this beautiful, it's like 3 layers. So the first layer is this lace overlay that's got like a green spider web design. Can you see that? So then underneath that layer, we've got this beautiful design with another lace with some sequins on it. So I think that's really, really nice. And underneath that, she's got a beautiful satin gown. So she is primed and ready to go. But maybe it's inappropriate. I don't care. I'm going to show you anyway. She also has underneath her dress, I was putting her up and I saw this by accident, but it was such a happy accident because it was delightful. It absolutely delighted me. So look at her little bloomers, her little pantaloons. Look at those. Oh my God. She's got lime green pantaloons on. So she is straddling her broom like a lady. I love it. I love it. I love it. The whole design of this piece is just beautiful. I think she was $12.99 from At Home, And oh my God, like I said, I think she is my favorite piece that I picked up this year because she just makes me so freaking happy. Her little broomstick is so cute with some little sparkles on the end of it there. Her shoes, look at her cute little shoes. I mean, everything about her is just magical. Truly, I love her so much. So this is Willie, and she, like I said, lives in my Fiat, and we are very happy together. So that is, like I said, probably my favorite piece I picked up this year. But I haven't seen her in any other videos. Nobody else has talked about her in any, Halloween hunting videos or decor hauls. But you guys missed out, man, because she is the best. I love her. So let's move on to the pillows I picked up from At Home. So I picked up a new postcard pillow. I had one previously, but that one was starting to show its age. It was getting, pilling and wear to it. So I picked up this one. It's got that awesome haunted house on it. It's got the stamp, and it's got a Salem stamp there, which I think is super great. And then the spider webs, and then the writing on this thing is definitely not in English. I have no idea what that's supposed to say. I've tried to read it several times, and I have no idea. But it doesn't matter. It's such a beautiful design, and I really, really love these pillows. This one I think was like $9.99, so nothing major, and definitely made up for the one that I had to get rid of because it was so loved on. It's been slept on and hugged as I go to sleep sometimes. So it was time for out with the old and in with the new. So another one I got, this was actually the first item I bought from At Home. And it's this cute little pillow. Again with a purple-haired witch. That must have been the thing this year, was purple-haired witches, but she is delightful. I like her little mask, her little witch outfit, her shoes, the little cat and her ghost friend, and then I love the webbing on all four corners of the pillow. And it's just got a plain, velvet backing, but just a great, great pillow overall. Just perfect for the holiday. So, picked him up. Now, the other pillow I picked up was from Homegoods. I'm going to show you that guy right now. This one was kind of in high demand, I think. A lot of people were talking about this guy. But it is this haunted house. Look at him. It's huge. Look at how big this pillow is. He is massive. He's got, the trees down in the corner with the ravens or the crows in the tree. And then the whole porch area of that house is incredible. The whole design. It's very Addams Family meets the Munsters meets Mr. Boogedy. And I love it. So it is a huge, wonderful pillow. He's probably going to go, I'm going to put him out once we get a little closer to Halloween. I'll stick him out in my chair in my living room just so that I've got something to sit up against. Currently I got a pillow that's shaped like a VHS cassette tape, and it's got a label that's the Burbs, and I also have another label. They're kind of like interchangeable. They're Velcro, and the other one is House on Haunted Hill. So I love that beautiful pillow I picked up. That was earlier this year, I think, but he's my favorite because he's nice and skinny, so he works well for a lumbar support because your girl's old and she needs lumbar support. So that's my current pillow out there, but I think we may switch him up and just have this guy out there, or maybe just put him in the center of my couch if my dog will allow it, because that's Delilah's domain, is on the couch. So we'll see where this ends up, but absolutely love this pillow. What a great job they did on him. So let's move over to, I think we're going to do Bath & Body Works, and I think Michael's is the only other one. So Michael's and Bath & Body Works. So let me get everything together and I will be right back. So I lied, I also have Lowe's to show you still, but I'm going to do Bath & Body Works first, just because you guys have already seen this, and I'm going to pretty much fly through it. So I didn't show you, I got one of the pocket backs, that's the witch, and she's holding a crystal ball, and you press the back of her, and the crystal ball turns like a purpley blue. That's on my keychain downstairs. I don't want to go find my purse right now, so I'll just post a picture of what that looks like. Adorable, I absolutely love it. And with COVID rearing its ugly head, you can never have too many pocket back holders, so absolutely love that. And then I also got this cute little crystal ball that sits on top of your candles. It's magnetic, and then it also lights up. And he has the little foggy, swirly mist stuff in there. So I think that that's super nice. But he sits, like I said, just on top of a candle. So I am such a fan of crystal balls. I am such a sucker for anything crystal ball related. So I absolutely had to pick this guy up. I also picked up, of course, this beautiful guy. Oh, I was so grateful I picked it up when I did, because it did sell like hotcakes. I was afraid, because they had the new projector on this design, that it was going to be a hot commodity, and I was not wrong. So like I said, it's got a little projector back here, and it displays a green, like almost a moon shape with a witch riding on her broom. So it's so, I've never seen anything like it. It's so unique, so pretty, and I love the design features. That coppery bronze colored house, the Frankenstein creature and the pumpkin head guy in the windows, the little black cat down in the left-hand corner there, and then all the little sparkly jewels and things that are on this. I just absolutely love it. You know, A+ design, and it's nice and thick. And this also lights up, so you have an orange glow here, and then the green glow from the moon up above. So A+, job well done, Bath & Body Works. You guys are great. And the other piece I got, you guys have seen it in a couple videos, but I'm so in love with it. I'll show you one more time. Oh, my big old crystal ball. Look at this guy. And of course you turn him on, he lights up, he swirls around, and he's got those little bats in there. But like I said, this is a forever piece. He'll sit up on my desk forever. I absolutely love him. I love the little spiders that kind of adorn the bottom part of this pedestal. It's great. I'm just over the moon over this guy. So very, very happy. And then let's go over to Michael's. So at Michael's, you saw in my video when I made pumpkin syrup, I had a kitchen witch little placard, and I'll show a picture of it here. I'm not going to go downstairs and get that again too, because it's already set up in my spot for decorating down there. But absolutely loved that piece, and I got it for like 40% off with one of the coupons. I don't remember exactly what it was, like $12.99 maybe initially. So I got him. I also got this guy who was not available online. I looked him up everywhere online in every possible way, as, you know, agate, crystal, skull, crystal, skull, decor, Halloween skull, crystals, everything. I mean, I Googled, or like put in the search bar, everything. Could not find it. I saw it in Jade the Libra's video. She was just doing kind of a walkthrough of her Michaels and saw this, and I was like, well, what the heck? I haven't seen that anywhere at mine. So I finally went to one of the Michaels in my area. We have 3, luckily, and this one was there. So there were actually 2 designs. There was one that had like a bunch of crystals, and one that just had one solitary crystal on the top. At the first store, I saw the solitary crystal one, and I wasn't thrilled with that one. I was like, well, if that's what it is, I'm not a huge fan of that. And then I went to the next Michael's, and there was this guy. So he also lights up. So he's got different colors. He just kind of glows a blue color. I don't know if you can kind of see that very well, but very cool. Another, you know, piece that hangs up on my my bookshelf. So I'm a big fan of this guy. And I wasn't even like really huge into the skulls this year, but I love his gold paint. I love the black base, you know, and I love the little crystal design. I thought that was very unique. So we had to pick him up. So I think that is pretty much it for Michael's. I bought some candles. They had some of their own, you know, brand. They had a smoked pumpkin apple and a salted pumpkin popcorn candle that I absolutely loved. Let me see if I can grab these guys without making too much of a mess. So I got this guy, and I got this guy. These guys were 50% off because they were normally 20 bucks, but I got them for $10 each. and they smell awesome, but there is no pumpkin smell to be had in this. I don't know why they threw pumpkin on there, just to sell it for Halloween, I guess, but smoked pumpkin apple is very like a smoked apple fritter smell. I mean, it's very cinnamon apple-y, maybe a strudel, like an apple strudel smell. It's lovely. And this one is kind of a cheat for if you've ever smelled the summer boardwalk candle from Bath and Body Works. That's what this smells like, but it was cheaper and a bigger candle, to be truth be told. So I absolutely love this candle. So I talked about the summer boardwalk candle in another video, but it's my favorite candle next to the Gather and the Leaves candles. So that is a nice little cheat that I could kind of play off like the summer boardwalk candle. And funnily enough, the summer boardwalk candle was also a yellow glass fixture design, you know, so we can just turn it around and light it and nobody has to know that it's not summer boardwalk, because it smells the same. It smells, it's that salted popcorn taffy apples, like a bourbon glazed vanilla-y flavor, you know, so scent. So I don't know, I absolutely love it, and I'm very happy that I was able to find them, because it was very hard to find them in the stores after the first initial release, because I think everybody really enjoyed them this year, and I ended up finding them at the last Michael's I went to. There was only like 3 left of each, so I had to pick up one of each. So let me see, I showed you in another video I bought that little pumpkin pail guy who is a paint yourself situation. I got him from Michael's. And I guess I didn't realize that he lights up the way he does, because he looks like he's going to a disco party. So that's an interesting thing I was not expecting. Look at this. But he's so cute, and I cannot wait to get him painted finally. I've had him kind of on the back burner. I've got other projects I've been working on, and this channel I've been working on. So this stuff takes a lot of time to edit and put everything together. So I have not had time to paint my pumpkin pail buddy, but we will get there in time, I'm sure. And so I think, well, no, from Lowe's. Let me show you the pair of something I got from Lowe's. I'll be right back. So Lowe's had the license for the Universal Monsters this year. So Target had it a couple years ago, and it's kind of floated around to the major department, like, you know, home decor stores. And so this year, Lowe's had the rights to it. So they came out with these guys who I've not seen before. Frank. And you know how much I love the bride. So they came out with these guys, and I absolutely love them. So they're sold as, they're called greeters. So instead of holding like a candy dish, they've got their own little pumpkins. So Frank's is a little electrode guy who looks very sad, just much like Frank's little face. And then we've got a perpetually shocked bride of Frankenstein with her equally shocked pumpkin. So I saw these guys and I was like, oh my god, I love them so much, I have to have them. So we picked these guys up from Lowe's, and so they actually sit upstairs with me, because like I said, there's not a whole lot of room on my front stoop to put things. So they sit around my Halloween tree that I have in my back corner of my room. So I absolutely love these guys. So just like me, you know, to see something Frankenstein or Bride of Frankenstein related and go, gotta have that. So I had to have that. But yeah, so I think that that's pretty much it. Aside from, you all met Ollie, my beautiful glowing green skeleton, and I'm gonna show him to you really quick too. But he's the last piece that I got this year, and I'm just absolutely thrilled with him. So let me get him set up just real quick. So Ollie was also from Target, so I picked him up on my last trip to Target. And like I said in my video where I introduced Ollie, he was being sold very quickly. And so I had been watching Target's stock, like through their app, and he was going very quickly. And I really loved him because he lights up. So let me show you. Isn't that amazing? I absolutely love him. Oh, now I think his batteries are going because inside of his frame is not lighting up very well, but I think I just need to get the batteries changed on him, because I had that issue initially when I bought him, that when I tested him, he wasn't lighting up all of his little light sensors. So I'm just gonna have to get his battery changed, but he's so handsome and I love him so much. I've never seen a green glowing skeleton, and especially the way his eyes are. They're not a little light bulb, their whole eye glows, and I thought that was really unique. And his little mouth moves open and closed. All of his appendages, you know, will move, are, you know, able to stay, and you can say hello, and you can sit him in your front yard or whatever you want to do with him. But he'll probably be a new buddy for me in my car. Not the first person to put a skeleton in their car, but I have had a skeleton in my back window for the last, I don't know, 5 years driving around, because it was from an old job I had. They were going to throw him in the garbage because he was kind of falling apart. And I said, no, you certainly will not. He will go in my car. And so he went in my car and then stayed in my car. So even now, I still have pieces of an old skeleton in my back window, because I drive a Fiat. So he's always there and ready to go. So I absolutely love him. But I've never had a full-size skeleton before, so I am so delighted to have Ollie in my life now. So yeah, I guess we will end with Ollie, but it was a good year, a good haul, and I hope you guys all got some good stuff this year as well. I know COVID has been crazy, and wanting to go anywhere and do anything has been a little nerve-wracking, but I hope that you guys were able to get some good stuff. If you did, definitely tell me all about it in the comments below. I would love to hear it. So I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.